Welcome to the Battlefield Commanders. This is SithJaeger, and this is my first video on the Tier 7 French medium tank, the Chatillon 25T, in for a 15 on 15 match on the Sicily map. So this is my first video, and there you can see the extremely long load time for the 25T. We do have 5 rounds that we can chamber at once. And typically when you have a tank that has multiple rounds you can fire, the reload is longer. It's an okay tank. I don't have any complaints about it. I guess it just depends on your play style, as it does with most tanks that you can drive in the game. But I have found that I don't like using it when I platoon, simply because if my teammate doesn't have the exact same tank, they typically end up doing more of the damage because I'm just sitting waiting for a reload. You also typically don't want to be in one of the forward positions like we are now. You want to let other tanks do the spotting for you, and that's going to dictate where you want to position your tank so you can attack. Now we actually did move to a more forward position here, and what ends up happening is we kind of get trapped. There's 3 of us that are trying to take cover behind the boulder, and we're not all able to do so. Luckily, we were able to fight off that red by catching him on fire, and now we have to wait for the reload. I want to say it's close to a 30-second reload here. And yeah, so there's not much you can do, and that's why you kind of want to have a plan in mind when you're using one of these tanks. You want to think about where you're going to be able to find cover, wait for your reload, and I'll show you what you can do typically if you're not in this kind of position while you're waiting for the reload. But it looks like we do have a 121 trying to come around on our 6, so we're gonna move forward just a little bit, and I'm trying to move back and forth, see if we can keep him from firing on us. He does fire on us, and so now we're gonna try to finish him off. One more shot should do it to the rear, and we pick up our first kill, or as they call it, tank destruction. We do have a second tank here, and we're already loaded, so we're ready to go, but we do have to move forward because they're on a lower playing field. Shoot his flank, and that is our second kill. One more round in the chamber, but nobody on this side of the river, so we're going to go ahead and reload. Now typically what you can do when you have a tank that has multiple rounds that you can chamber and has this extremely long load time is find a better position on the map. In this case, we're going to be moving forward, and looking up at the mini map, we have the green ring. That's everything we can spot without assistance from other tanks. And then you kind of have this sweet spot where if you have teammates, they can spot tanks for you. And we're going to try to light up this guy right here. Of course, he misses. It's almost like they know that we're going to fire on him. But we can see him. And then, of course, anything that's in the shadowed area is, regardless of whether or not we have teammates that are spotting them, we're just not going to be able to see. But I like using this sweet spot as reference. Shot here on the TD, got to take him out. We do third kill, and we have 3 rounds. And this is why, this is how the 25T shines. When you want to finish off multiple takes. There's another kill there, and we missed, but we do have one more round. And now we're already up to 5 kills, and we'll wait for the reload. So I like using the mini map and that sweet spot in between the green and the shadow. They kind of help me figure out if I think another tank is going to be able to spot me. So typically, if a tank is within my green ring, they have a really good chance of spotting me. And the closer they are to the shadowed area, the better it is for us as far as not being spotted. Now, there are tanks that do have, some modules, and their field of vision is greater than other tanks. But I think as a general, can we get a shot off here at the Leopard Prototype A? We do, and that is our 6th kill on this map. So it's not a perfect guide, but I think it's a fairly accurate guide. That if the tanks are closer toward the shadow area, there's a good chance they're not going to be able to spot you. And that's one of the things you just want to keep in mind. Try to keep everything in that sweet spot in between the green and the shadow. And yeah, if you've tried that before, let me know in the comments below. If you have some other tricks, I don't think we're going to be able to get a shot off here. We do what we do, but I don't think we're going to get the kill. Shot again. 2 more shots to do it, but I think we have a better tank. It's going to be firing on him. We bounced 1, and they pick up the kill. And that's it for zip. And this is what we did. 3,077 points in damage, 6 kills, 1 first spot. We pick up the top spot. And this is the rest of our board. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see next. As always, this is SithJaeger, and I'm out.